Manjusha, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, dear. You have any doubt to be asked, Manjusha?
Try to fill the last class. As of now, I have no doubts, ma'am.
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, I practiced the questions you gave in the last class.
Huh.
Right now, I have no doubts.
Very good, dear. Very good. And in your school, which chapter they are teaching you?
Ma'am, right now, still theory part is going on, so accounting standards.
Oh.
And they gave the portion for PT1.
Okay. When is your exam?
Most probably in August.
In
Right now,
August.
because school started only June 17, right?
Okay, fine. If any of your friends needs tuition, you can refer me, okay, if you are satisfied.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, fine. And generally in your school, which chapter they are teaching you right now?
Ma'am, my summer vacation started, right?
Okay, fine, fine. Summer vacation. Okay, last, like before summer vacation, in which chapter they left?
That one was ledger.
That was
Cash book.
okay. When your school is reopening again?
On 31st August.
31st August. Okay, dear. Fine. Let's move. Yes, Manjusha, tell me the page number. Last class we were in which page number?
1 second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we finished page number 26. We have to start from 27.
Okay, dear. So take page number 27, both of you, Janani and Manjusha, and start writing. Page number 27. Prepare debtors account, creditors account, and cash account. So all T-shape account they are asking you to prepare debtors, creditors, cash. Always remember, whenever they are asking in the question to prepare any account, you must know the nature. That's very important concept. For example, debtors nature, which side it increases? Always debtor is an asset. First, what is debtor? It is an asset for any business. Now, debtor increase in the debit side and decrease in the credit side. In the same way, creditors, it's a liability for any business. It always increases in the credit side, decreases in the debit side. And cash is an asset, so cash increases in the debit side, decreases in the credit side. So these are the concepts. Whenever they are asking you to prepare any account, the nature of the account you should know, and then you should apply the rule of debit and credit. So cash account first we will prepare. T-shape account, cash account. Prepare the format debit credit. It has two sides. Increase, you can write plus. Increase means it increases in the debit side. Cash is an asset. That is the reason it increases in the debit side. So increase plus, then rupees, decrease minus, then rupees. Yeah, cash is an asset, increases in the debit side, decreases in the credit side. Now we are going to move what we are going to move in the transactions. The first one, cash sales rupees 50,000. So first, what two accounts are involved? Always go as per the concept. In this transaction, which two accounts are involved? Cash account and sales account. Okay. Now cash is an asset. Cash is coming into the business. How? Because when you sell the goods to customer, you are getting cash. So cash is an asset and it is increasing. So when you prepare this cash account, which side it will go? It will go in the debit side. Why? Because cash is increasing and any asset increases, it goes in the debit side. So debit side, what you have to write? Yes, cash is increasing. What you will write? You will write sales. By how you are getting the cash? Why the cash is coming into the business? You are selling goods. Due to sales, cash is coming. So you have to write sales. And in the debit side, cash is increasing. Write 50,000. Any doubt in this? Yes, anyone, any doubt? Janani, Manjusha?
No, ma'am. Can you explain once?
Yeah. See, Janani, first transaction is cash sales rupees 50,000. So first identify the two accounts which are involved. Yes, Janani, you tell me dear, which two accounts are involved in this transaction, cash sales rupees 50,000?
Sales.
Yes, one more, two accounts are involved. Sales account is involved. One more account?
Sales and cash.
That's good. Then can you tell me what is the nature of cash account? What is cash? Under clear rule, cash comes under what? C for capital, L for liability, E for expenses, A for assets, R for revenue. Now under this modern approach clear, this comes under what? Cash. It is an asset, liability, capital, expense, revenue. What is cash?
It's asset.
Very good. So now can you tell me the rule of debit and credit of this asset? Which side asset increases and which side it decreases?
Sales increase.
Yes dear?
Sales increase.
No. See, don't think anything about sales. Forget about sales. You said cash is an asset. I am asking what is the rule of credit and debit for asset? Only tell for asset. Cash is an asset. So there should be some rule now. Which side asset will increase? Which side asset will decrease? Asset always increases in the debit side. Asset always decreases in the credit side. Kindly write it down please. I will tell you that clear rule. Manjusha, you also write it down first, okay? Manjusha, Janani,
Yes,
both of you. First write CLEAR. This is the modern approach we are doing. First write it down. C stands for capital. L stands for liability. E stands for expenses. A stands for assets. R stands for revenue. Now, capital, you can put the arrow. Whenever capital increases, you can show the upper arrow, or you can write increases, or you can write plus. You want just, it should be like clear to you whatever you are doing. So capital, whenever capital increases, you have to credit the account. Whenever capital decreases, you have to debit the account. Are you writing, Janani?
yes, ma'am, I'm writing.
Yeah, write it down. So what I said, I am repeating again. Whenever capital increases, you have to credit. Whenever capital decreases, you have to debit. This is the rule for capital. Now the rule for liability, because L stands for liability. Whenever liability increases in the business, you have to credit. Whenever liability decreases in the business, you have to debit. Wrote? Then comes the expenses. Whenever expenses increases in business, you have to debit. Whenever expenses decreases in the business, you have to credit. Then assets. Whenever assets increases in the business, you have to debit. Whenever assets decreases in the business, you have to credit. Till here both of you wrote till here, till assets?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Janani?
Yes, ma'am, I wrote.
Very good. Last, revenue. Whenever revenue increases in the business, revenue means income and gains. What is revenue? All the income, all the gains, all the profits of the business are called as revenue. Whenever increases revenue, you have to credit. Whenever revenue decreases, you have to debit. If you are thorough with this, throughout 11th and 12th, you won't face any difficulty in journal entry, and this is the base for accounting. If this concept is clear, practical problems you can solve easily. Journal is the base. So make it clear. Just you have to remember all the rules. Just remember clear. See, you should know what is CLEAR and what are the rules of debit and credit for these items. That's it. Now we are moving to our question. Cash sales 50,000. Whenever this type of question comes, first you have to understand what are the 2 or 3 accounts involved. In this, 2 accounts are involved, cash account and sales account. Now what is happening? If you are selling goods to any customer, you have to think in this way. Cash sales means business is selling goods to customer. Then what will come? Business is getting cash. Then you have to think, means cash is an asset. Under clear, cash comes under asset. Okay. Now again what you have to think next step, whether cash is increasing or decreasing. Obviously cash is increasing whenever you are doing the sales. Fine. So asset is increasing. Now apply the rule of debit and credit. What I said just now, what I made you write. Whenever any asset increases, you have to debit. So cash account should be debited. Now you are preparing cash account. So cash account should be debited. Why? Cash is an asset. It is increasing in the business. Why it is increasing? How you came to know? Because business is selling goods to customer. When the business sells goods to customer, business is getting cash. So cash is an asset. It is increasing. Rule: whenever any asset increases, you have to debit. So you are preparing cash account. Come in the debit side. Why? Because as per the rule, cash is increasing, so you have to debit. In the debit side, that is increase plus that side you will write sales. You have to write sales. And you have to write 50,000. Why you are writing sales? In cash account, you will not write cash, cash, cash. Okay, when we will be doing the ledger, then I will make you clear each and everything. Whichever account you are preparing, you will not write the name of this account. For example, if you are preparing cash account, you will not write debit side cash, because if you write cash debit side, how you will come to know, how the business will come to know from where cash is coming into the business. That is the reason, by seeing this account, if I am writing in the debit side of cash account sales and I am a businessman, I will understand, okay, cash is debited means cash is coming into the business. From where cash is coming? Sales. Okay, I have sold goods to my customers, so I am getting cash. It is an asset. It is increasing. That's the reason I have written in the debit side. It is clear to you, both of you, Janani and Manjusha, are you understanding, dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now the second, sold goods to X on credit. So name of the person is given X and cash is not used anywhere in the second transaction. So this is a credit sale. Now goods sold to X. So if the goods are sold to X, you have to understand, if any credit sale is made by the business, business is not getting cash immediately, later on business will get, business is selling the goods to X. So who is X? X is a debtor. How you came to know? Debtor is a person to whom business sell the goods on credit. We have learned. So he is a debtor. Now for how much amount? For 80,000 business is selling goods to X and he is a debtor. And they are asking you to prepare debtor's account. So again separately you have to prepare debtor account. You can write X apostrophe S account, in bracket you can write debtor, because who is X? X is a debtor. Who is debtor? Debtor is a person to whom goods are sold on credit by the business. Now when you are preparing debtor's account, again first always go in the nature of the account. So debtor comes under what? Under clear asset. Debtor is always an asset for any business. Why it is an asset? Because in future business is going to receive money from debtor. So he is an asset for any business. So under clear, debtor comes under asset. Now apply the rule of debit and credit. If debtor is an asset for business, which side asset will increase? Debit side. Which side asset will decrease? Credit side. Now the format you have to prepare: debit, credit. Any account you always has two sides, debit and credit. Which side debtor will increase? Debit. Why? It is an asset. As per the rule, asset increases in the debit side. Which side debtor will decrease? As per the rule, asset decreases in the credit side. So decrease, in bracket you can write minus and rupees. Are you ready with the format? Any doubt so far? Yes, Janani, Manjusha?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Janani, are you understanding, dear?
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
Very good. Now, we are in second transaction. So, sold goods to X. X is a debtor. So, just think in this way. When business is selling goods to debtor and debtor is X, what is happening? Our asset is increasing or not? Yes, Manjusha, can you tell me, when the goods are sold to a debtor and debtor is an asset in our business, asset is increasing or decreasing in business, Manjusha?
Increasing, ma'am.
Very good. Now, when debtor is increasing in our business, since it is an asset, so you have to record in the debit side. Now, how you will record in the debit side of debtor's account if it is increasing? Debtor is increasing by 80,000. Why debtor is increasing? You have to ask question yourself in this way. Why this debtor is increasing in business? Because business has sold goods on credit. Due to sales, debtor is increasing. So what is the reason of increase in asset? Sales. So you have to write sales. Suppose you are writing debtor here. How the business will come to know? Debtor's account, if you are writing debit side debtor, what your business can't understand anything. That's the reason. If you are writing sales in the debit side of debtor's account, by reading the account or by going through the account, one can understand, okay, fine, debtor has increased, that is why we have debited debtor's account. Why? Because this is due to the sales. Sales means business has sold the goods on credit. In this way, that is the reason, whichever account we are preparing, we never write the same thing. We always write the opposite thing so that we can understand why a particular account is increasing or decreasing. Any doubt? Yes, Janani, Manjusha, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Janani, are you understanding, dear?
Yeah, ma'am, I understand.
Fine. So write 80,000. Because of sales, asset is increasing, debtor, that's the reason we are writing sales. And if possible, separately be ready with creditors account also, because 3 accounts question is asking you to prepare. So separately prepare creditors account also. Now we are moving to the third transaction. Cash received from X. Whenever business is receiving any amount from any person, immediately you should understand definitely he or she must be a debtor. Who will pay in future to business? Obviously the debtor to whom business has sold goods on credit. That particular person will make the payment to the business. Here the question says cash received from X. So you have to understand who is X. X is the debtor. In the previous transaction already we the transaction was given that to X business sold goods for 80,000. Now how much debtor is making payment? How much the debtor is paying to business? 56,000 only. Debtor is not making the entire 80,000 payment. Debtor is making payment only 56,000. Okay. So now which two accounts are involved in this transaction? Yes, Janani, can you tell me, dear? Just unmute yourself and can you tell me which two accounts are involved here? Cash received from X 56,000.
Cash received.
No, cash account is involved. Okay, cash account is involved. And which one more account is involved, dear?
The purchase.
No, why purchase, Janani? No purchase here. Now see, read the transaction carefully. Cash received from X. Okay, so X account and cash account. These two accounts are involved, right? One is cash account, another one is X account. X is a debtor. Yes, tell me, dear Manjusha.
Ma'am, I was going to say data, but you said the answer.
Okay, fine, dear, fine. I thought you have some doubt. So, Janani, are you understanding or not, dear?
Yes, ma'am, I understood. I didn't see the expert.
It's okay, no issue. Even if you don't understand, I'm there to help you out only. No issues. Okay, fine. So, there are two accounts involved in this transaction, cash and X. Now always remember, cash account is also an asset. Cash is an asset. X is also an asset. Why? Because X is a debtor, debtor is an asset. In this way you have to interlink the things. Now first we will come to our cash account. So cash received from X. Cash is an asset, as I said. Now cash is increasing because X is paying cash to business. So cash is increasing. Now apply the rule, cash is an asset, it is increasing. Why it is increasing? Because X is making payment to business. Now if any asset increases in our business, we have to debit the account as per the rule. So now apply the rule, come to your cash account, come in the debit side of your cash account. Then what you will write? Why cash is coming into the business? This 56,000, who is making the payment? 56,000 is paid by debtor. Okay, due to debtor only 56,000 we are getting in our business. So what you are going to do? You will write X in bracket. You can write debtor. Spelling of debtor is D-E-B-T-O-R. Because of debtor only business is getting 56,000. As I told you, again I am repeating, whichever account you are preparing, we don't write in the debit or credit side name of the same account. It becomes meaningless. Just imagine if I am writing in place of sales also cash, in place of debtor also cash. Okay, we know the rule that cash is an asset. In the debit side, asset increases. Cash means from where the cash is coming, that we have to understand. That's the reason whenever we prepare any account, we write from where it is increasing or from where it is decreasing. The reason we write, we don't write the name of same account. Make it clear, write it down in your own words. It's a request, write it down in your own words. Whenever we prepare any account, we always write from where it is increasing or from where it is decreasing. We don't write name of the same account, write it down. Okay, so because of debtor, this cash is increasing. That's the reason we are writing X, debtor 56,000. Any doubt? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Janani, tell me dear, what about you?
No, ma'am, I got it.
Very good. Now come back to debtors account, because two accounts involved. Cash is increasing, you understood why it is increasing. Debtor is making payment and you recorded it in the debit side, X debtor 56,000. And question tells you to prepare debtors account also. So come back to debtors account. X is your debtor. Now forget about everything. Whichever account you are preparing, you have to focus on that particular account only. Now focus on debtor. Debtor is an asset. X is a debtor. X, he or she, is an asset for any business. Now tell me, when the debtor makes payment to the business, debtor is an asset. Janani, you have to tell me. Debtor is an asset. Whenever debtor makes payment to the business, asset is in debtor. I am talking about debtor. Debtor will increase or debtor will decrease?
Decrease.
Very good. Can you tell me why debtor will decrease? You are right, but tell me with proper explanation.
Because the cash goes out.
No. See, it is not like cash goes out. Cash is coming in the business only. Cash is a different thing. Cash is also an asset. Debtor is also an asset. Both are assets for any business. But when debtor makes the payment, debtor is an asset. We will reduce. Suppose I am debtor, I am X, and Janani, you are business. So when you will sell goods to me on credit, okay, you will record that your asset is increased. I am debtor and debtor is your asset. I have to make payment to you in future. Fine. 80,000. Now after few months, when I am X, I will come to you. I will make 56,000. So will you subtract 56,000 from debtors or not?
I will.
That's the reason debtor is an asset, but it is decreasing because as a debtor I am making payment to you. Now I will I have to pay less amount to you in future. Now out of 80 I already paid you 56. So your asset is decreased now. After subtracting 56,000 from 80,000, whatever the amount comes, that only again in future I will make the payment. So always remember, whenever debtor makes any payment to the business, write it down kindly. Debtor as an asset decreases. When I make payment, I am decreasing only. In future I will make less payment. Already when I paid you 56, again why I will pay you 56? Out of 80, already 56 paid by me. So debtor will decrease. Understood, Janani?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Yeah. Now, when debtor is decreasing, which side you have to show in debtor's account? Credit side. As per the rule only we are going. Debtor is an asset. Whenever any asset decreases, we have to credit the account. Debtor is an asset. It is decreasing. Why it is decreasing? Debtor is making payment to the business 56,000. So you have to write in the decrease column credit side. What you will write? cash received. You have to write cash received. Business is receiving cash from debtor. Debtor is making payment to business. That's the reason debtor is decreasing 56,000. If you see the debit side, sales 80,000, what does it show? Debtor's account. Debit side means debtor has increased by 80,000. Why? Business has sold goods to X, that is debtor on credit. By seeing the credit side of debtor's account, what do you understand? Debtor is decreasing by 56,000. Why? Because debtor made payment. Business has received cash from debtor. That's the reason debtor is decreasing. Any doubt in this particular concept? Janani, Manjusha, any doubt in concept? Yeah. Try to make your concept very strong in accounts, dear. Why this is happening? Why you have to ask yourself question, why I am doing this? What is the reason? Then only you can learn, make your concept strong. Okay. Now, next transaction, that is fourth transaction. Fourth only. Purchased goods from Y. So, purchased goods from Y means Y is our creditor. Okay, on credit, rupees 44,000. Business is purchasing goods from Y. Y is a creditor. For 44,000, business is purchasing goods. Okay, fine. Now, again as I told you, you have to open separately one more account, creditor's account. You can write in bracket creditor, and which account you are preparing? Y's account, because name of the creditor is given in your question. Y is the creditor. Whenever name is mentioned, you have to use the name. If name is not mentioned in your question, you can write just creditor's account. But here name is given, purchase goods from Y means Y is our creditor. So you have to write the name, Y's account in bracket creditor's account. Again, you have to go back to your rule. Creditor is always a liability for any business. And under clear, CLEAR, under liability head, creditor will fall. Now, what is the rule for liability? In this way, you have to first analyze the thing, then solve it. The rule of liability is whenever liability increases in our business, you have to credit. Whenever liability decreases in business, you have to debit. That's all. This rule you have to keep in your mind. Creditor is a liability. If creditor increases, you have to credit. If creditor decreases, you have to debit. Again, you have to ask yourself, when the creditor will increase? Obviously, when the business will purchase more and more goods on credit. Now, when the creditor will decrease? When the creditor will make payment to the, why creditor will make payment? I am really sorry. Debtor will only make payment to business. Whenever business makes payment to the creditor, liability of the business decreases. These all things should come to your mind before solving the question. Now see, so we are preparing creditor's account. Now Manjusha, you have to tell me, purchase goods from Y on credit. Y is our creditor. In this transaction, creditor is increasing or decreasing?
Increasing.
Can you explain why creditor is increasing?
Ma'am, creditor is increasing because we have to pay more money to this creditor in the future.
Very
pay off the liability.
Very good. Business is purchasing goods. Okay, fine. So now, in which side you will write? You have to write in the credit side. Liability is increasing. Why the liability? Why creditor is increasing? Business purchase goods. So you can write purchase. And for how much? 44,000. Yes, Janani, it is clear or having any doubt, dear?
Ma'am, I understood, but only one doubt.
Yes.
In Y's account, why is decrease and increase like the other way?
What you are asking? I couldn't get you, dear. What you are asking?
Like in X's account, it was increase and decrease, but then here it's switched to Y.
You are asking in X account. First it is increased then decreased. Then what you are asking? Why we have switched to creditor account?
No, in Y's account now it's decreased and increased. Why is it switched?
Means why first increase then decreased you are asking in debtors. Actually, I couldn't get your question, dear Janani. What you want me to explain, dear? Like you are asking about debtors account, right? X account you are asking.
No, in X account it increases, then it's written decrease. But in Y's account it's decrease, then increase.
Okay, that's what you are asking. Okay, fine. Now I got it, dear. See, as I told you, na, creditor. Okay, just unmute yourselves. See, tell me, Janani, what is creditor under clear rule? Just you wrote. You can see and tell me, no issue. Under clear, creditor comes under what head?
Liability.
Very good. Now can you tell me what is the rule for liability? Rule of debit and credit, tell me. Just tell me the rule of debit and credit for liability. Don't see any other things. See the liability and tell me what is the rule for liability, debit and credit rule, tell me.
Debit all expense and
No dear. See, clear is a modern rule. Just now you don't have you written or not about liability? Liability increases in the credit side, liability decreases in the debit side. You didn't wrote?
no.
So liability always increases in the credit side. Liability always decreases in the debit side. This is the rule of debit and credit for liability. Okay. Now creditor comes under liability. So you have to apply the rule debit and credit. So whenever liability decreases, you have to debit the account. Whenever liability increases, you have to credit the account. Now we are preparing creditors account. Y is our creditor. Creditor comes under liability. So debit and credit, which side liability will increase? Liability will increase in the credit side. That is the reason we wrote increase plus in the credit side, and liability will decrease in the debit side. This is the rule of debit and credit. So we are writing decrease debit. Now you got it.
Yeah, ma'am.
In the same way, if you see debtor is an asset. That's why I told you, whenever you are preparing any account, first you have to identify the nature of the account. Under clear, under what head this comes? See, debtor is an asset for any business. So under clear, CLEAR, modern approach, it comes under asset. Okay. Now what is the rule of asset? Asset increases in the debit side. That is why first we wrote increase, and asset decreases in the credit side. That is the reason we wrote decrease in the credit side, increase in the debit side for debtors. Now you got it, Janani?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Yeah, fine, okay. So now creditor is a liability and it is increasing because we are purchasing goods on credit. That's the reason in the credit side we are writing purchase. Why liability is increasing? Why Y is increasing? He is creditor because business is purchasing goods. So you have to write purchase 44,000 in the credit side. Fourth transaction is clear. Manjusha, Janani, both of you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now fifth transaction. Paid to Y rupees 30,000. Again, don't forget who is Y. Y is our creditor, X is our debtor. You should not forget these things. And whenever the question says paid to Y, you can understand by reading the question. Always business will pay to creditor. And cash received means business will receive cash from debtor. Business will make payment to creditor. So paid to Y. Y is our creditor. So now think creditor whether it is increasing or decreasing. Janani, can you unmute yourself, dear? Paid to Y rupees 30,000. Just tell me, Y is our creditor. Now, whenever payment is made by business to creditor, liability is increasing or decreasing?
Increase.
What you said?
Increase.
No, it's wrong. Just think what I said. See, suppose I am your creditor, you are the business. Now, I have to make payment to you because why I have to make payment? No. See, I am also getting confused. I am really sorry. You are business, I am creditor means you will make credit purchase. You are business, you are purchasing goods from me, right? And now you business have to make payment to me in future. Now you are making payment to me, so your liability as a business, your liability will increase or decrease when you make payment to creditor, to me?
Decrease.
Very good. Now you got it. So this is what happening here. Business is making payment to creditor. As I told you, you are business, I am your creditor. If you are making payment to me, I am your liability. You said liability will decrease. So now come back to creditor's account. Whenever you as a business will make payment, your liability will decrease. So whenever the liability decreases, you have to apply the rule. You have to debit the account as per the rule. Whenever liability increases, you have to credit. Whenever liability decreases, you have to debit. So you have to come in the debit side of Y's account. Y is a creditor, liability is decreasing. Why? Business is making payment to Y. So cash paid. Why you are writing in the debit side? Because creditor is decreasing. Y is the creditor. Why creditor is decreasing? Because I am your creditor, you are business, you are making payment to me. So I will decrease. I am your liability. I will decrease when you make payment. So cash paid 30,000. Got it, Janani?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. What about Manjusha?
Yes, ma'am.
You got it, dear? Understood?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Okay, fine. Now we are moving to 6th transaction. Cash purchase from Y. See, in this question, you have to be alert. Cash purchased from Y rupees 16,000 means what? Yes, cash purchased from Y rupees 16,000 means they are saying purchases are made by the business, but they are saying cash purchases are made from the business and from Y cash purchases are done. Again, important concept, kindly write it down as important note. Whenever cash purchases are given in your question and name is also given, ignore the name. We have nothing to do with the name whenever cash purchases are given, because we are not making credit purchase. We are paying the cash and buying the goods. So we have nothing to do with the name. In this question, cash purchase from Y means we are making the payment of cash and then doing the purchases from Y. So Y is not our creditor. When Y is not our creditor, we have nothing to do. We have made the purchases for cash. So So ignore name. This Y you have to ignore. Now cash purchases done means what? Cash is an asset for any business. So whenever goods are purchased for cash, cash is an asset, it will decrease in the business. So come back to cash account, and cash is an asset. If it is decreasing, you have to go as per the rule. If any asset increases, you have to debit the account. If asset decreases, you have to credit the account. So now what I said, when you are making cash purchases, yes Manjusha, just unmute yourself and tell me dear. If cash purchases are done, if cash purchases done in a business, then cash is an asset, it will increase or decrease?
Ma'am, if cash is, ma'am, sorry, can you explain again?
No, what I said, cash purchases are done in our business. We are paying
Yes,
the
ma'am.
cash and purchasing the goods. Cash is an asset. So I am asking you, when as a business I do cash purchase, cash will increase or decrease?
Decrease.
Very good. Now can you tell me the rule? If any asset decreases in business, what is the rule of debit and credit as per modern approach?
If any asset decreases, then
Yeah.
asset is equal to increase debit, decrease credit. So if it decreases, then then we have to credit it.
Very good. Because when it increases, you will debit. When it decreases, you have to credit. So now come back to cash account, and in the credit side, what you will write? Why the cash is decreasing? Because business is making purchase. Business is purchasing the goods for cash. So cash account, you have to write in the credit side, purchase. For how much goods are being purchased for cash? 16,016. You have to be thorough with the rule. Manjusha and Janani, if you are thorough with these rules of debit and credit as per modern approach, CLEAR, you can quickly solve the sums applying the rules. So you have, for that what you have to do, you have to give a good practice. You have to practice the sums again and again by applying the rule. Once you learn the rule of debit and credit, it becomes very easy for you. But for that, practice is needed. Okay, Janani, you have to practice. Manjusha, you also have to practice at home. T.S. Gerwal book, whatever book. Just solve the sums, solve the examples, solve my PDF questions. Then you can easily learn. Okay. Any doubt? Yes, Janani? Understood, dear, or you are feeling difficulty in this?
No, ma'am, I understood.
Very good, dear. Very good. So I think all the 6 transactions done. Now you have to do the balancing part. Now what is the meaning of balancing? Come back to cash account. See, once all the transactions given in question are solved, you have to make sum total separately of the debit side and credit side. If you see cash account, like two sides, debit and credit, if you see debit side is more than the credit side, you have to make the sum total. Sum total of debit side of cash account is 50,000 plus 56,000, 1,06,000. If you see the credit side is how much? 30,000, 16,000, only 46,000. So credit side is less than the debit side. So what is the rule? See, always whenever you are doing the totaling in whichever account, first make the sum total separately of the debit side and credit side. Then see which side is more. In cash account, debit side is more. So whichever side sum total is more, that amount you have to first write both the sides in amount column. So 1,06,000, 1,06,000. 1,06,000 is bigger than 46,000. Whenever you close the account, you have to put the double underline. These are all the rules I am saying. After that, which side is less? like in cash account, credit side is less, that side you have to do the balancing. Now what is this balancing? Very simple. See, debit side is 1,06,000, credit side is only 46,000. How much less credit side is than debit side? How you will calculate 1,06,000 minus 46,000? It comes 60,000. By 60,000, credit side is less. So you have to write balance than 60,000. Why we are writing debit balance? Yes, because whichever side is more, we write that balance. Okay, you can write it down as important note. Kindly write it down, both of you. Whenever you are doing the totaling part, you can write like step 1. First we have to do the total separately of debit and credit side of any account. Then you can write in step 2 that whichever side is more, you have to write total both the sides by that amount. Then in order to close the account, you have to put double underlines. Kindly write it down everything. Then third step, what you will write? Whichever side is less, you have to carry the balance that side. In our cash account, credit side is less, so we are carrying balance 60,000 in the credit side to make it 1,06,000. Now what you will write? The 60,000 debit balance. Why? Whichever side is more, that balance we write. Debit side is more than credit side, so in credit side you will write debit balance 60,000. Any doubt? Janani, Manjusha, any doubt you people are having?
Ma'am?
Any doubt, dear? You are having anything to ask?
No, ma'am, no doubt.
Okay. Janani?
No, ma'am, understood.
Okay. And write the steps. Kindly write it down everything, dear. These are the new things for you. It's better to write everything so that you don't forget. And revise. Every time you revise these things. Okay. So, cash account balancing done. I hope you must have done in your notebook too. Now X account, that is debtors account. Now you have to do the totaling part of debtor, the same process. First do the sum total separately, debit side, credit side, do it separately. If you see debtors account, X account, debit side comes 80,000. What about the credit side? Credit side only 56,000 is coming. Don't see that balance. Don't see that balance. Before doing the balancing, you have to see. So sales 80,000 and cash received 56,000 in the credit side. So 80,000 is more than 56,000. So you have to write 80,000 both the sides, and in order to close the account, put double underline. The first step done. What was the second step? Second step, whichever side is less, you have to do the balancing there. So here credit side is less. So credit side the balancing figure will come 24,000. How 24,000? Both the side I told you to write the greater amount, which is 80,000. Credit side the balance should be taken because credit side is less than the debit side, 24,000, because 80,000 minus 56,000, it comes 24,000. Now why I have written debit balance? What I taught you, whichever side is more, that balance we call it. So in this X debtor account, debit side is more than credit side. That is the reason credit side you are writing the balancing amount 24,000, but debit side is more. So you have to write debit balance. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, dear. Now we are moving to the next account, creditors account. You have to do in this way only. So creditors, again the same process you have to account for any account, whichever you are preparing, the rules are same. First see the nature of the account, then apply the rule which side it will increase, decrease. After doing all the transaction, you have to do the totaling, then the balancing part. All the rules are same. Just you have to understand, practice. Now see, if you see creditors account, which side is more? Debit side 30,000. Now don't see that balance, that will come afterwards only. Just see the debit side. So debit side it is 30,000 and credit side it is 44,000. So credit side is more than debit side. 44,000 is more than 30,000. Both the sides, debit and credit, you have to write the greater amount. 44,000, 44,000, both the sides you have to write. After writing, you have to just close by putting double underline. Now, once you put the double underline, accounts are closed and debit side is less than credit side. So, balancing figure will fall under debit side. You have to write debit side balance. How much? 44,000 should also come in the debit side, but debit side it is 30,000. 14,000 less. So write balancing figure 14,000 in the debit side of creditors account. Then what you will call this 14,000 balance? Credit balance. Why? What I told you, whichever side is more, that balance we call. In this creditors account, credit side is more, debit side is less. So debit side balancing figure you will write 14,000, but you have to write credit balance. Whichever side more, that balance you have to write credit balance. Understood or having any doubt dear so far?
Understood.
Okay. Janani, understood dear?
Yes, ma'am, understood.
Okay. Till here today we will keep. Okay. Next 29 page number, next class we will do. Till here kindly practice dear. The PDF questions repeatedly you can practice. After that, once the concept everything is clear, move to your book question. Lot of question will be there in T.S. Gerewal. It's a request, start practicing from now. Don't wait for anything. Just practice accounts. Once the concept clear, once the practice is good, automatically you will score excellent marks. You don't have to worry about marks in your exam, but practice you have to do from beginning. Okay, so keep practicing every day. At least spend 1 hour. I'm telling you seriously, 1 hour every day is must for accounts. You have to take the time. You have to manage the time. I know a lot of other subjects you have to study, but still if you don't practice accounts, you won't get good marks. If you want good marks, and accounts is main subject for commerce, you have to practice. No option for you people. Every day 1 hour, keep the time, kindly practice all the questions, T.S. Gerewal examples, whatever book questions given. Any doubt, any time, I'm there to help you out, but practice is your part. I can't practice on behalf of you. I'm repeatedly telling, keep on practicing from now itself. Don't wait for your teacher or for anybody. Just start practicing. Whatever chapters I taught you, you have to practice. Okay? Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. That's all for today, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye, dear. Thank you.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, dear. Bye.